New equipment is confirmed for February as revealed in the season calendar. Let's run you through all of the events happening in February, and then I will show you the new hero skins and scenery. On the 1st of the month, we have the season challenges. This month's gold pass only lasting for 28 days, but the hero skin is the red champion. So if you are purchasing the gold pass, you can support a creator by pressing the C and entering their code. My code is Judo, and you can do this on the Supercell store, where you earn extra items with your purchases, and using code Judo to support my channel in any Supercell game is much appreciated. Likewise, on the 1st of the month, we have the Clan War Leagues. We do not have a challenge level on the 1st of the month. That was what we had seen typically each and every month, but it is actually on the 6th of the month, lasting for a week, and it does say there will be a leaderboard as well. So I'm excited to see how that challenge level pans out, because I do feel like some of the ones previously have not been the best. With the leaderboard, I think it'll be much more interesting. Whilst that is happening though, on the 9th of the month, there will be a medal event. This will feature temporary troops, new decorations, and an epic piece of equipment for the Barbarian King. Looking at the image, we can see the Firecracker troop is teased, the Azure Dragon, and the Ram Rider, alongside another image which seemingly is the epic equipment. As ever, I will be able to break that down as a sneak peek the day beforehand. That will be on my main channel. So be sure to subscribe to my main channel and equally this one for all of your Clash of Clans news. 16th of the month, there's a 2x star bonus. On the 22nd, we have 99% off Super Troops. That's always nice, just that little bit extra of a bonus. Then on the 22nd, we have the Clan Games. There is equally a question mark on this season calendar. Now, it is hanging from the 2x star bonus, so either it is something to do with that, or it's indicating something else. Over the last few years, we have had an update in February, but nothing has been confirmed or teased yet, so I guess we will find out later down the line as to when we may expect that. But let's move across to the hero skins that are releasing, and we will showcase the Royal Champion one first, since that is in the Gold Pass. When selecting her on the home screen, she puts her spear and shield down, showcasing the energy she is able to harness. In the Hero Hall, when selecting the Royal Champion, letting out that anger, breathing out the fire, and I do think aesthetically the hero skins this month, as they have done the past few months, look fantastic. Equally, when you use the Royal Champion in an attack, she has that fiery spear. If you use the Seeking Shield, that is equally flaming as she pings it across the base. And I do love the sound effects of these skins as well. Very subtle as they are attacking. Her knockdown animation is fairly basic. The flames coming from her back. But for a gold pass skin, I think this is top notch. The next hero skin available is the Monkey King on the 5th of February. On the home village, when you tap the king, he clearly shows off his acrobatic skills. This is also the case in the hero hall, rocking a backflip as well. But I do like the setup of the king skin, much like the Royal Champion one. It seems to fit the vibe very well. Moving into attacking, he will float across on his cloud towards the building he's going to attack. He has a little bit more going on than the Royal Champion, which is what you would expect for a legendary skin that you're paying separately for, stabbing those buildings as he moves around, so a little bit more variety in the attack animations. I do find his knockdown animation fairly funny as he's all tied up, just stuck on the ground, unable to move. The next legendary hero skin to release on the 7th of February would be for the Archer Queen. Now, unfortunately, this was not in the developer build when we recorded sneak peek videos, but we've got this video and I'll flick through some images. The animations here will represent what is shown when you select the Archer Queen in the Hero Hall. So some really nice details. She is floating in this as well, so I wonder if that will translate to how she moves when you use her in attack. In terms of the aesthetics, it looks really clean, with the bones for her bow and arrow, and equally the bird's skull for her helmet. Next up though, on the 11th of February is the Ox minion prints. On the home village, he shows all of the flames when you tap him. Within the hero hall, showing off his attack and just how heavy that staff is with the crystals on top. That translates across into using the minion prints in attacking. When you first deploy him, you get that flame effect as he flies then across to his target, firing with his staff, using the flames, and then equally when he goes down, showing just how heavy his staff is as he really tries to pick that back up off the ground unsuccessfully. On the 13th of the month, it is the River Grand Warden that releases. On the home village, purely putting his staff up into the air. Very interesting character though, as you can see, dumping all of that stuff he's found down by the river and then using his staff to help defend himself. Moving into the attack, whether he's on ground mode, he purely walks to the building. On air, he just floats. But the attack animation itself looks very similar. Striking that blue water energy from his staff to the building. It reminds me very much of that Cyclone Minion Prince skin. Whilst the attack is similar, spinning that staff after striking, the ground and air knockdown animations are different. I think the ground mode is the best with his foot trapped under the staff whilst just slowly dropping the water down on him. On the 3rd of February, though, the XL Year of the Firehorse scenery releases. This is again an XL scenery, so it does have that slightly higher price tag than the standard ones we've seen. But sticking to this one, as you zoom out, you can see all of the temples around the base. Looks very peaceful. Every once in a while, you see the Firehorse popping out and looking around from the bottom right. And there's even barbarians in a gi. Let's go. I do like the koi carp over by the boat and the clan capital balloon. Equally, the forge, I think, looks amazing. And I like how the tiles are equally tailored to this skin. And one thing I mentioned in last month's season overview video that is seemingly the case this month as well, and I hope they continue to do this. Notice the tiles at the edge of the scenery. So you have that one band of tile where it is darker in nature. That is where you cannot place buildings. Buildings only run up to the lighter green tiles. However, you have that one tile gap from when a building is placed to where you can place troops. So then you can notice the larger tile is where you can actually place your troops. It does appear that the maximum range you can deploy troops is a little bit further off that, so do just know. But at least it's way easier to manage during attacks than some of the previous sceneries where everything just blended in naturally and it was hard to tell where you could and could not deploy troops, like where the maximum range of the scenery was. Either way though, that is the events and the cosmetics coming this month. Thank you again for the support in any Supercell game using code Judo. It helps me to bring the best Clash of Clans videos possible. And be sure to subscribe for the upcoming videos, the sneak peek for the events. And I have a lot of other videos we've been working on as well, which I'm sure you will like. I will equally place a video on the screen that YouTube thinks you will like. Let's see if they are correct on that one. Enjoy the rest of your day.